Hello dear lovely YouTube watchers, how are you all today? Hope you're okay. I've laid all the cards out today and I'm going to look at the Destroyer. Now if you can click the like button if you do like this little reading that you watched or any of my readings, please click the like button, and if you could subscribe or leave a comment, that would be great. I'm only going to do 3 readings today because I'm in the middle of making my own oracle cards. Look at this, this is my prototype. Trying to figure out what should go into a pack of 44 cards about coincidence. It's very interesting, but it's also time consuming. Okay, so I'm sorry about this. I'm going to try not to rush this. I'll do my best to do the Destroyer justice. It's on page 107. Now, if any of you have any coincidental numbers out there, you know, numbers that follow you around through your life, different stages of your life, you see different numbers, don't you? I went through a stage of my life where number 107 would show up all the time, and now I see 108 as next steps, because it wasn't until I started seeing 108 that things started moving. It was very odd, and if I had time I'd tell you the story about the 107 and the 107A. I've probably told you this story so many times on YouTube. It's out there somewhere on my coincidence stories. We was living in a flat 107A, and my son was invited to Thailand for a holiday with a friend, family friends, and they were going during the school holidays, and they went on their holiday. They'd booked flights and everything, and if they went the day before the school holidays, it would save them 500 quid because they was all cheaper. So my son said, "Oh, I'm going to go the day before, and I'm just going to stay on the beach, wait until they get there." I was like, "Yeah, you're not. I'm going to book you a hotel somewhere." So while he was out of the room, determined to just, you know, wing it, I got on his laptop and I don't like looking at these ones I've already seen because I like to be surprised when I turn it over, but they're determined to come out, these ones. And it wants a 4th one, but I haven't got time for a 4th reading, but it looks like I'm doing one because 4 cards have come out. Clicked on something had some with my name in it. My name's Tamasin, and in Thailand the word Tam comes up quite frequently, so I clicked on something that had the letters TAM in it, and there was something there for 15 quid, and I was like, oh yeah, 15 quid's a reasonable amount of money for a night somewhere, not realising that in Thailand rooms at the time cost like 50p a night. So he got there and he's got his own villa to himself. There's elephants strolling by, there's like a full breakfast buffet of all fruit and vegetables, and he's got the whole villa to himself, and absolutely stunningly perfect. But the number of the villa was A107, and he sent me a picture of the A107 because he knew I would like that. So that's just an example of what happens in my little world. Things that you can't explain, can you? And it is the synchronicity and the coincidences and the lining up of information that makes me feel like there's more going on in this little life than, you know, we really can prove, honestly. And you either believe or you don't you? So that's why I'm making some coincidence and synchronicity cards. The Destroyer, the savage, the unexpected, the rejected. This card means swift and precise blows that redirect our life. Okay, so this is like the catalyst, isn't it? The catalyst for change, destruction, transformation. I expect a lot of towers to come up in these cards. The Destroyer, the final of the 3 archetypes in the trio of existence, has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. Culturally, we have an aversion to endings, and we hang on to permanence as a signifier of success. Yet the Destroyer pulls the rug out from underneath relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. It's the part of us that wants things to end. Its painful orientation is to uncover our true purpose. The Destroyer does not let us linger long in comforts. Let's put that there, you can see a bit of colour on there. As it knows not much happens in that realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. In the old myths, this is the moment when heads begin to roll, the ground opens up and castles crumble, Hold on for the ride. The destroyer has arrived. Like sometimes the destroyer is a person or an event, isn't it? Consider Picasso's statement, every act of creation is first of all an act of destruction. In old tales, the destroyer sometimes appears as a black dog. Other times it takes the form of gods and goddesses such as Shiva, Kali and Apophis. Okay, so we'll look for some signs of destruction, shall we? Now I've got these 4 elephants here with their 4 angel cards. They look angelic, don't they, elephants? And you think, oh look, aren't they lovely? And they're herd animals and they're beautiful creatures and they're gentle and they wouldn't hurt a fly. But if you upset the elephant, the whole town is going to be destroyed. Okay, they are one of the most destructive creatures on the planet. I can only apologise for the noise of what sounds like something being destroyed outside. Can you hear it? It's great, that noise, isn't it? It reminds us that there's life going on outside, there's work being done, there's people being energetic and they're creating things. And then as if on cue, there's the alarm. There's a siren going past. Now all these things are destroyers of peace, aren't they? And what we're looking for in these cards are things that have been destroyed, things that have come to be the destructive force, things that we're trying to cling on to. Sometimes we try and cling on to things that need to be destroyed. And I do these cards in the order of spirituality as I see them, apart from this movie tarot, which is not spiritual at all, but it's very archetypal because all the people in the movies often follow an archetypal journey, don't they? And also the card is too big to fit in underneath the other cards. Destruction. I'm going to put the destroyer over there in the corner just to remind us what it is that we're opening cards for. The destroyer. How do we feel about destruction? What we have to remember is that when something gets destroyed, no matter how bad it is, something will get created in its place. You know that old phrase I like to use, the universe abhors a vacuum? Like the universe, oh gosh, ouch, ouch. Yeah, the destroyer of marriages, that one. Destroyer of marriages, a destroyer of happiness. I'm going to keep those cards together because that's an easy reading to do. That's the green elephant. It's got a destroyer of someone else's happiness. And this one, it wanted to have 2 on there, so I'm going to put 2. I will put the 2 cards out when the cards ask for it. But it does make for a longer reading. Right, okay, so I'm doing a good job of destroying my own setup this morning, my own arrangement, my own nice little bit of harmonious tarot reading that I normally do. Somehow I've managed to destroy my routine, haven't I? I'm doing a good job of showing you what destruction looks like. Destruction looks like non-focusing, it looks like self-sabotage, it looks like allowing other people to destroy our happiness, it looks like not knowing where our happiness is to begin with, it looks like not having any understanding that everything comes to an end. You know, life ends. 2 cards on that one. I love this Art of Tarot cards, these are beautiful. This is one of my favourite packs, this one. I think it's because, oh no, Wheel of Fortune. Right, we're going to keep the Wheel of Fortune out for all of them. So I don't know why I say oh no, because that is what we're looking for. We're looking for a destruction. And when things get destroyed and the rug is pulled out from under us, things change. If ever you're bored and life is stagnating, and look how this one is round the wrong way, it's upside down. I would have expected a lot of reverse cards for a destroyer card. If it's stagnating and you're bored, this is the card you want to see, isn't it? Because as dreadful as the destruction might feel like, nothing's going to stay the same. Nothing is going to stay the same. Okay, we're going to have the Wheel of Fortune for each of these cards then, because that's what goes with destruction, change. This one's the Heartache, the Jade one. So we know this because we've seen a couple of the cards. The purple one is probably mental distress. The orange one is probably heartache. We don't know what the white one is. It could be everything. It could be all-encompassing and life-changing and everything. Let's have a little look at this jade. A destroyer of openness. So a destroyer of the truth. What comes out when the deceit is destroyed, so the truth comes out. So there's been a relationship where someone's been unfaithful. There's been heartache for the parties, right? And these are the two cards that came out for this pile, which is the Three of Swords and the Lovers. So it's a relationship that's had 3 people in it, but one person didn't know. 10 of Cups. It's caused so much pain and heartache. It's just horrific, this cheating. But the destruction of that coming to light, although it destroys the first relationship, it builds a bridge, doesn't it, to allow the person the freedom to move forward. The Miracle card. I love the fact that the Miracle card has come up with the green elephant because it matches perfectly the colour. It amazes me when these cards do that. Oh my goodness. And Befuddled again with the green. And the 10 of Cups has got the green as well, because this leads to so much confusion. It can lead a person to doubt themselves, to wonder what they did wrong, to question everything about their little life. But you've got the Raccoon, the inventor. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. There's always a temptation when you find yourself in a relationship where someone's been unfaithful to fool yourself and say that you can make that happen. You can change things, you can bend the rules, you can be unhappy secretly, and you can just go along with what the other person wants in order to keep the relationship. You can tell yourself that you can do whatever it takes to make that relationship work, but it will leave you sad and forlorn and dissatisfied and alone. But you'd rather do that than be alone. Sorry, that's what you're avoiding, is the being aloneness. But sometimes you can be in a relationship and still feel really alone because you know that that other person has already gone off. They're in their heart and mind, they're already gone. And you'll watch them walk away and you don't want to see them go. But the best thing in that situation is to let them go, because it's not, look at this, you've got 2 5 of Pentacles. The sorrow and the loss has a bright side, okay? I know it doesn't feel like that. And here's the Thunderbolt, where it's just come out of the blue and you had no idea it was going to happen. And the pain that causes. But if you can get through the pain and you come out the other side, eventually you're going to be the person that's celebrated for being a person that found yourself, and you're the decent person in your own right to have overcome that and got through the pain of it all. Oh, that's a very powerful reading. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Okay, let's have a look at the heartache elephant, shall we? What sort of destruction? Oh, the strength card. Yeah, you'd need a lot of strength to deal with the destroyer and when things have been destroyed. Body care. Take care of your heart in this case, I would say, because that's the feeling. Oh, and the way you do that is by increasing your awareness and working on the spiritual. How lovely is this, that the lions come up, the strength card, because in the tarot the strength is often represented by the lion. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Think of the bigger picture. You're not on your own, and think of the bigger picture. The Knight of Swords, this is the person that's given you the grief, caused you the pain. 3 of Cups, you've got people, you have got your own tribe. This is your tribe that's going to take care of you and lead you into the future. The Ace of Swords, this is knowing that there's a fight to be had, but that you can win this. Okay, you can, because there's nothing that you can't cut through. You've learnt from this relationship that's got the 2 of Wands reversed. You've learnt what deceit looks like. You've learnt so much from this hideous experience that you've had. And then we've got the Fool card, which is starting something new, and it's having the guts to do that. Look at this, the World Tree. Okay, so you have got the security of your roots and people around you that are going to give you the strength to help you carry on and move forward. And you've got the Existence card, because you know your place in the world, and you know that you are a child of the stars, and you You've got the energy that creates worlds running through your fingertips. Let's have a look. This is it. Look at this. This person who's been... Look at the Three of Swords. It's just horrendous. The Three of Swords. This is not just a cheater and somebody who's lied and been deceitful. It's somebody who's just literally will fight to the death to make sure that nobody gets up, you know, and that nobody in this case is you. But I'm here to tell you the Four of Swords is going to bring you new opportunities to have a new relationship. But ask yourself, do you want a similar relationship to that, or do you want something that's improved? Because your fear here is that there's never going to be anyone else for you, and that was the best you were going to get. He was your everything. Whereas these cards are here to tell you that's not the be all and end all. And of course you can have this. There's millions of people queuing up that are just like that want to fight and argue and kill you, right? Metaphorically, right? But do you want that in your life? That's what you've got to ask yourself. What do you want? You've got the strength to move forward onto your next steps, and you've got people around you that can help you do that. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Okay, let's have a look at this little mentally struggling elephant, shall we? Elephant that's been beauty. Oh, an elephant that's been destroyed. And this is the beauty of the destroyer. There is beauty in destruction. There is. But it's time for a retreat. It's time to move away and step back from the arguing and the fighting. I can't see your little spirit animal. Did I not put a spirit animal in this pack of cards? I didn't. Okay. So we're going to have to give you a little fairy then instead. A little fairy instead of a spirit animal. You've got a spirit, little people, and a butterfly of change, and knowing that emotionally things have got to change. You can't carry on how you have been. Four of Wands. It's the four things that have broken down, the four areas of destruction. But when you come out of it, you're going to have the world at your feet. You are really going to be changed. Okay, so here you are with the Star. So there's a young female that's caused you problems and grief, but your intuition has led you onto the path of retreat. So you instinctively knew to back away from that. So it's a person that's determined to destroy your world. It's left you feeling of lack of confidence in everything that you believe in. But you know that you're capable of feeling joy, and you'd rather reach for the joy than the misery. Okay, so there's the Eight of Swords, there's the drama and the betrayal and the pain and the hurt. There it is. And I like the idea that it's the purple lilac colour as well, which matches this elephant. But it has happened to you, even though this is usually work related. Look at this perfect purple change card as well. Isn't that lovely? I just absolutely love how these cards do that. And do you know what they're bringing you? A reminder that there's rebirth. There's always room for rebirth. And for you, this is going to be dramatic. It's absolutely dramatic, because this person has got never-ending arguments. That card comes up a lot in these readings. You see this person who's looking like a magician, but he's pulling swords out of the hat. It's a never-ending, it's a magical hat that can permanently pull out things to argue about. And you can't do it anymore. It's not what you want. You're there waiting for a love, but you've got to recognise that you need to be a person that's got your eyes open and you're awake to love as well, for you to be able to spot it when it happens. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Hey, the nice little reading. We've got the little white elephant. Purpose. We don't know what has been destroyed here. We're going to have a look at the picture. Oh, there's something to celebrate. And there's a little lilac and a lilac angel dressed in a lilac celebration. There's something to celebrate about this destruction of your world. Okay, there's a bonus, there's a plus side. The plus side is you've been given freedom, even though you may not have wanted freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength, and you follow the winds of change and accomplish all your dreams. Now that's something worth having the destruction of your world happen for, isn't it? It means you've got a challenge ahead of you, but it's one you're going to enjoy. You're absolutely going to enjoy the challenge. And here's the Queen of Cups, knowing that she's got the emotional strength to endure the next steps. Look at the High Priestess. Ooh, the High Priestess, I should say. This is you knowing that you've got what it takes to recover. And here's the Emperor. So there's somebody very important in your world as well, going to be doing it with you. Oh, look at this. Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of very powerful people. Oh my goodness, the Queen of Cups. How are there so many women in this? But you've got the Eight of Wands, which is something to celebrate around work and work situation. Two of Pentacles, that's juggling the finances and thinking, oh my God, how am I going to make this happen? But the healing, you've got the healing card. So have you noticed all these cards? You've got this light in the background. You must remember that there's light to be had in all situations, and as dark as it may appear, you know how to find the light, you know how to find the positive, you know how to walk away from people that aren't going to be on your side. What you've learned from this awfully destructive experience that you've had is how to spot, I was going to say spot the winners, which also means spotting the losers. It means you've learned how to recognise and become more sensitive to the vibrations a person is giving you at first glance, rather than giving them a chance, give them the opportunity and watch them take from you. No, you're not going to do that anymore. You've got a new purpose, it's a new challenge that you're going to enjoy, and you're going to celebrate. You're going to have something to celebrate when you've succeeded in this task that your life path has put you on. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.